the end of a scene when it's good, he's holding the camera and looking up and just going, "Cabron!" Oh, and he looks like he's ecstatic. Like my character says, it's in the heart, right? It can be a place, and as you say, it can be a person, it can be a state of mind. For me, what I like, it's when you immerse yourself in something so that it's the only thing you can ever think about. So I get that from making films when it's going well, not when it's not. I get it from my family completely, and I get it from motorcycles as well. I love being on a motorcycle. I love that feeling, the hypnotizing feeling of that. And then I actually only just realized yesterday, I was talking with a fellow from Portugal, and I had these like absolute kind of wonderful halcyon huckleberry fin days when I was about 10 years old, and my family had to leave England quickly, and I just ran around in Portugal for a year in a farming community and didn't go to school, and just, I loved it, running wild. And that's a bit of an Amsterdam for me as well. So Chibo. We call him Chibo. He's just a fantastic artist. We worked together a couple of times on some Terry Malick films, and I've always really enjoyed his energy. He's such a wonderful artist. He's an infectious personality as well. He really gets invested in the scenes and in the film. You know, he's not aloof, just kind of making it look beautiful. He's right in there. Like, some of my most vivid memories are of Chibo at the end of a scene when it's good. He's holding the camera and looking up and just going, "Cabron!" Oh, and he looks like he's ecstatic. And then Chibo, when it doesn't go well, man, it destroys him. And he's a real artist, and he feels it. Yeah, I just love working with him. Oh, that's a good question. I don't watch that much. It's something David's always slapping his forehead over. He references films to me, and I go, I don't know. Which apparently he said he finds the same thing with Robert De Niro, the half time. He hasn't watched things either. So, but there's been something I've been enjoying lately quite a bit. A series of short films that were made. I think David Fincher had something to do with it, but it's a thing called, I think it's called Love, Death and Robots. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying that. And there's this wonderful one that I made my whole family watch called, oh man, what's it called? Chibora or something? Or it's the one with the lady dancing in the lake and the soldier who's deaf. Oh man, and it is stunning. I just love that. So yeah, I recommend that. There's funny crap that happens on every single set, right? And I'm often laughing at stuff that nobody else is laughing at, right? I often find that. But we had some seriously funny people on the set whose primary profession is being funny. You know, we had Mike Myers on the set, we had Chris Rock on the set. I'm a big fan of both of them. The first couple of days, you know, when Chris Rock first arrived, he's like that, and he's doing these gags and funny lines all the time, and I realized I was stopping playing Bert that I've worked so hard on figuring out for years with David, and I was starting just to become like a Christian Bale fan of Chris Rock. And I had to say to Chris, I was like, mate, I've got to plug my ears, because I'm like, nobody pays me to stand here being Christian. They pay me to stand here and be Bert, and I can't keep being Bert because I'm busting up at everything you're saying. We had a very good time making the film, but also a really meaningful time, you know, a very fulfilling time making the film.